Hello everybody, welcome back to Valecast, brought to you by Motive. My name's Cyril, today I'm joined by Callum. Hello Callum.
Hello Cyril, how are we doing?
Yeah, not too bad my friend, how are you?
Good, yeah, not too bad at all, not too bad. Feeling a little bit envious of the upper lip accessory that you've got going on there, but aside from that, can't complain.
It's all for charity, mate. 300 quid raised for this itchy scratchy number on my face. So,
and how much would you donate yourself to be able to shave it off just now?
I think I'm trying to get to 500 with my podcast, and I'm seriously considering doing the other 200 just to get it off my face. But never mind my facial hair. Let's get into the football. So obviously we faced the Martin at the weekend. Didn't quite go our way, and it actually affects the league quite significantly. It means that top 7 have a bit of almost a 10-point gap between the rest. It was a wee bit of a 6-pointer. I think if we were going to really make up that ground significantly, we had to get something from that game. But obviously, it didn't really go our way. Why don't you tell us a wee bit about it, Callum?
Oh, what a horrible day for a game of football it was. I mean, it wasn't too bad, kind of rain-wise and things like that. I mean, when I first arrived at the ground just after lunchtime, it was grey and miserable and raining. Really looking forward to standing at the sideline watching a game of football in those conditions. But just before kickoff, really, the wind kind of took up, and we were kicking into the wind first half. So like Sean's goal kicks were, and Sean's got a good kick on him. It's not like he's one of those kind of keepers that can't kick a ball. His goal kicks were coming right back at us, basically landing on the 18-yard box. So it was a tricky first half. Corners that were coming in on another day are going, penalty spot kind of area, having to be clawed off the line and things like that. But the conditions didn't help for a good game of football. Obviously for Martin are a good footballing team as well. They're not one of those teams that just kind of lumps the ball that much. But first half, I think that's what they were kind of caught in on, the fact they had the wind at their back. They were just sending those long balls over the top for us to chase down. It was 2-0 at half time. A couple of cracking goals actually. The second goal for Martin in particular was a great strike from just outside the area, I think it was actually. But second half we had the wind at our backs, shooting down the hill effectively. For Martin came out the traps quite quickly. I think we got a sucker punch for 3-0. A couple of decisions that didn't go our way on the day. A couple of yellow cards that. I think it was Ross Aitken's yellow card in particular that had Grant Noble scratching his head a bit, and most of the people at sideline as well. But yeah, we pulled a goal back, got it to 3-1, chance to maybe go on and make it a bit exciting towards the end. And then, for Martin, went up and got a late fourth goal and just add a bit of shine onto the scoreline for them. So I would say performance-wise, I would say we were actually better than our last visit there, the semi-final defeat. The scoreline maybe doesn't reflect that, of course, but still that kind of 3-goal margin. But yeah, it was a difficult one to take, I think, because the boys were trying to play some good stuff. You could see what they were trying to do, but the conditions just weren't favouring us at all. Obviously, both sets of teams had to play in those conditions, so we can't just blame that entirely. But I don't think it helped the game plan that much. And unfortunately, we came out the wrong end of a 4-1 scoreline. So, but certainly, as I say, the boys were putting in some good football in there as well. Again, it wasn't just a up in the air kind of game. They wanted to take it down and play on the deck, and obviously got the rewards with the goal as well. So, it's a disappointing defeat, of course, but as you say, there is that gap between the top 6, top 7, and the rest of the league, as it were. So, and it maybe just showed on the day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're going to play in November, December, even October, in a certain aspect in the Highlands, then you're always going to be at the risk of one of those days where blowing a gale and it's hard to play the football we kind of want to play.
That's the thing. The wind can go right through, for Martin as well, because they don't have, that kind of high, for like a high stand or anything like that. It is quite a low ground, as it were. So, even though they've got kind of, a wee bit of a fence around it, the wind still whistled right through. So, it was a very difficult day for a game of football. I think I was wearing about 5 or 6 layers and was still freezing. So I don't know how the boys were still managing to run about after an hour and that. But fair play to both sides. As I said, we're trying to play some good football, and it's just a rub of the green sometimes, isn't it?
Well, looking forward to this Saturday as a good opportunity for a bounce game for us, and should be a 3 points. Where we play Fort Million at home, they are winless in the league so far, and I think given our form and given where we are on the table, we are expected to win this match, and we've had a great sort of response in we've had a lot of response in the hospitality, haven't we?
Yeah,
do we
absolutely.
even have any spaces left?
There's always room for one or two more, I'm sure, even with whatever kind of guidelines we need to follow. So you're a week ahead of yourself, though. So we've got a couple of games between now and Fort William. So Fort William's on the 20th. We've got Rothes this Saturday in the first round of the Highland League Cup, and we have then got Huntly midweek for the Aberdeenshire Shield Cup. One of the two in the quarterfinals and that one. So a couple of games to go, a couple of tough games actually before the Fort William one. Fort William always seems to get a good crowd in. I'm not sure if it's because we are maybe kind of heavy favourites, I suppose. But Fort William have been quite unlucky this season. I think we've maybe mentioned them a couple of times. Where they've come close. I think they've taken leads that they would have never done in the last couple of seasons. So there's obviously something happening up there that's. It's working to a sense. Obviously, still get off the mark with a win, but you never want it to be you. That's the thing, So they'll be going into that with full concentration. But I say a couple of cup games to get through first, and hopefully, it could be by this time next week we could be talking about another semi-final for the Vale to look forward to. So fingers crossed for that.
Absolutely. Given that we're going to play Rothes fairly soon in the cup. It's probably worth pointing out that they were actually the first team this season to deliver a league defeat to Fraserburgh, which is pretty significant, meaning that with Brechin's game in hand, they can actually go within 3 points of Fraserburgh, which just shows just how tight it is.
Well, we were just saying that 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, we were saying that, there is this gap, and if Brechin win their games in hand, and, they could get within kind of 9 points or 6 points or whatever it was. And now, it just shows you, that the chasing pack are still there for, the boys from Fraserburgh to, not going to lose any concentration. Not a freak result at all. Rothes have had a fantastic season. Obviously went on a very long unbeaten run. I think stretched over to won the cup, beating Brora in a final. There's not many teams can say they've done that. So, I think they, certainly worthy winners of that game as well. So, it's exciting, I suppose. Looking at that top end of the table. Obviously, you kind of look at it, through maybe green eyes a little bit. You want to see the Vale's name up there, challenging for it as well, and that time will come again. That time will definitely come again. Just as another extra wee bit of spice. I think I've maybe said that phrase countless times throughout the season now, but this is shaping up. Bearing in mind that this is going to be the first full kind of Highland League season in a couple of years now. It's shaping up to be one hell of a season. I think the cup competition's obviously on top of that. Throw in the an extra degree of that as well, a wee bit more excitement for the either travelling support or we're obviously at home the next couple of games, so a good chance for the guys from Banff to come out and roar the boys on, hopefully to a victory. But as I say, two very, very tough games in the cup for us coming up. Rothes is, I would say, probably one of the teams of the season. Being very consistent. They've taken a couple of losses as well, same as everybody else now at the top of that table. But it's a cup game, and anything can happen. We saw that in our last cup game where we were preparing the post that said we're now exiting the cup, and Big Innes goes and grabs that equaliser, and the boys went on pens. So who knows what can happen on Saturday, and I'll certainly be wearing my red and white scarf on the day. So fingers crossed for a good crowd, good day, and hopefully a good result.
Absolutely. I think if the boys can put in a good shift against Rothes, it's really a marker to show just how good they can be, or the improvements they've made since the start of the season. If we were to get something against a team like that, I think it would be a good sharp sign of progress. Or even if we just keep it tight for the entire game, I would still say that's a sure mark, a progress that we've made so far this season.
Definitely.
Right, too. I think that's going to do this. Apologies for getting ahead and looking at. I'm always looking at the league table because we have so many cup competitions.
Just getting excited for a day in the hospitality lounge, Sim. That's the thing. Just getting excited to welcome everyone back. I mean, this is our kind of first game, the Fort William game when it comes around, will be the first kind of really busy day in the hospitality lounge since we were able to reopen. So thank you to everybody that has already reserved seating. We've got match sponsors and everything like that as well. So it's shaping up to be a great day. Just in the lounge anyway. Hopefully the boys can do the business on the pitch as well and send everyone home with a big smile on their face. Just like, the under-21s did the other night as well. We're talking about Fraserburgh there. The under-21s went up to Fraserburgh and came back from 2-0, 3-1 down to snatch a 4-3 victory. With my favourite named Vale player, Antonio Jam, hitting the winner. So you could say that, well, I don't know, the Brock became stuck by Jam. So we'll take that. And yeah, fantastic. Again, a couple of first teamers in there as well. James Connolly, who's kind of serving a bit of not a lengthy suspension, but a couple of games anyway, getting some minutes under his belt as well and picking up one of the goals too, a fine header. So that game is available to watch the full 90 minutes back on Twitter. Fraserburgh shared that just this morning. I think we reshared it, but I think they maybe changed the post. So head over to Fraserburgh's Twitter feed and you'll be able to watch the full 90 minutes if you're stuck for something to do before the Scotland game tomorrow.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in getting in the hospitality, please do get in touch and we'll see if we can fit you in. That is going to do it for this week. I just want to give a big thank you to the watchers of Valecast. We've had a massive increase in watching over the past couple of episodes. People really enjoyed the Kev Stewart interview and the Innes Mackay interview, and a big thank you to them for coming on as well. We hope to bring you some more of this stuff throughout the season.
Let us know, to all the viewers and Vale fans who are watching on. As we've said countless times, this show is designed to be interactive. We're not far off now. I think being 100 followers and then take us to a special live show, we'd be able to get involved. But we want you to shape this content if you like, and let us know who you want to see coming on as a special guest in the weeks and months ahead. We obviously can't guarantee anything at all, but we'll do our best to get these guys on. And if you're looking to have one of the guys on the coaching team or one of the players coming on for a chat, then just leave a comment and let us know who you'd like to see coming on next.
Okay, until next week, cheerio, bye.